Okay, this is the weather I have been waiting for. I've also maybe procrastinated a lot, but so finally getting the frame sandblasted. So I'm just gonna bring it out, put it on some sort of table, and well, see if it works to begin with, because it might be some water in the lines of the compressor, so it might also not work, but we're gonna give it a shot.
One eternity later.
Alright, so the frame is almost done sandblasted. Ran out of sand unfortunately, so I'll have to go get some more tomorrow so we can finish it up. Only a little spots here, so I mean if it was summer I could just shovel up what's on the ground and do it with that, but it's snow and stuff all around here, so it's like a beach. Could almost do it with this. Either way, so yeah. Catch you in the morning where we can actually see what's going on, and we'll finish it up. It is Friday and I got a super exciting thing to go get. Well, the thing itself isn't that exciting, but what I'm gonna do with it is gonna be really cool. This, however, has nothing to do with that, but I felt like I never showed any of this, and this is where a lot of my time goes to, because I haven't really touched a BMW in a very long time, because I'm building a Nissan Silvia S13 drift car, and it's been a lot of work, and there's still a lot left, but this is what it's like now, and it's for this guy. You know, if you've been around Europe, you might even notice this car, or I guess that's what you could say anyway. So really exciting project and lots to do, but again, I love just figuring out, and this is the first drift car with rules I'm building, so it's gonna be real nice with the Panda V3 kit. Anyway, time to go get the secret. Okay, so we're almost home, and I got the CAD file loaded up on the trailer. And yes, it is another E46, and it was so cheap that I already made my money back on it for those things I don't need, because the engine is toast, but I don't need that. So I'm just gonna scrap that and see if the gearbox is fine, then I'll sell that, and then just everything else, because I just need the shell of the car. Which I'll just weld rebar on top of that frame to get the model I made, well, that I showed you in the last video. So on my way home yesterday, I just started rambling so much in the last video, so I just decided to leave it out. But the car's in the workshop safely, nonetheless, along with all the other things, because it is crammed. So yeah, nonetheless, let's go check it out. So here's everything, really. So let's start first with what's been here from before. Like, I haven't really done much for this. I have fixed a couple of holes and, you know, started reworking the tunnel and the firewall, but I will continue that later. And what's left of the rear is gonna be actually very little, if anything. We'll see. You know, I'm just gonna go about, but getting the new, it's very tight in here, But getting the new Ep.3 here was like a really important step for me, because I realized it was sort of a mental block as well, because as I mentioned, this car is going to be like the outline model for the new frame in tubes, of course, as I mentioned. So what I'll think I'll do is I'll clean this out and empty the car as nonetheless, but for getting the shape, just doing masking tape on all the edges where I think I want tubes first, just to like visualize how much rebar I need. Because again, as I mentioned, first I'll start with rebar framing, and once I know how much I need of that, I'll go get the rebar and I'll make that frame and weld it onto the car. And then once that is done and shaped around the car, I'll lift it off and have a model, like a 3D CAD model, but in real life. Because I will most likely bend the tubing myself, and I'm gonna buy a tube bender really soon, like a really good one. So it's a long process, but also, I mean, this car is gonna take a long time, but I'm also okay with that, because this time I want to make this thing really great. So stay tuned. And yeah, if you're still watching, thank you so much for hanging around with me, and please consider subscribing. And also, I mean, I have a playlist of this, so this is the 3rd episode, and I try to push them out every 2nd week, at least so far. And yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.